Hello everybody, Gowoken channel here. We are now just getting some glue ready and things are just falling over again. With the stupid pearl jewel face cream kind of jar out of the way here. And we can activate the zoom lens there. No, we can't. Oh, we just lost some paper there. So, once again, we're trying to create a nice roll of makeshift toilet paper. Throw this crap into this, throw this useless piece of block of oh, where'd it go? There was a little piece of soap there. It must have went into the little drain here in the corner. Okay, so we're running low on our makeshift. We're gonna make an emergency roll here. So we have this guy here. It's coming to the end of its tail lifeline. So what we're gonna plan to do is try to take these pieces of scrap toilet papers, these mummy wraps here, and turn it into a larger mummy wrap. So we're gonna put this underneath the sink there, and we're going to grab a nice roll of glue. Again, like the other videos, this time you don't have to see my utterly moves. I'm just going to spray some glue here. Nice thick. This time it's nice and thick because I poked a hole there, so this should do it. Roll this up. Grab one of these useless rolls here, and again try to rip it at the square. Well, I ripped it over the square, so that's a waste there. So let's try and go for a clean cut this time. Okay, that's as clean as we'll get, I guess. Must have made it wet or something. So we're making an emergency roll here because the other roll is starting to get full, starting to come to its end of its lifespan. So let's throw this ugly Advair. Advair is such a useless inhaler. Advair doesn't even work. So we're gonna try and choo-choo train roll this thing. Make sure it's nice and tight, because that way we can try and get as much roll as possible. So it's just not tight enough, so I want it more tighter. And as anticipated, I have. As I've calculated, I had a little bit of. Remember how we tried to last video? We tried to attach other tails to the roll. Well, just as I anticipated, the ball of glue, kind of stuck the toilet paper together. So we had to pry it, but it's not too much of a big deal. We just pried it loose. Lost a few squares, who cares? As long as you can try and attach the tail to it and try to make the amount worthwhile. So we're holding it nice and tight here, nice and firm, so we can try and get the linen onto the roll as effectively as possible, so in space as much as we can as possible. Transfer as much mummy wrap to the roll as much as possible. And again, if they become misaligned here, just tap it so it's nice and flush and all squared away. Or it's not squared because it's round. So. Nothing much going for me currently. I'm just basically, I got my my DTP shots, my diphtheria, polio, I guess tetanus shots. Which is just as well, it's because I play, as you see in my other videos, my environmental videos, I kind of play around in the trash a lot. I could be touching something, some sharp, infected metal, contaminated metal, and then give myself a run for my money, disease-wise, so I might as well play it safe. And here I am rolling a secondary roll, getting this ready for it, because it's just in case the other roll runs out. I don't want to be too time consuming wasting rolling this up. This is going to take a while here. So we have many multiple rolls down here. And I think this particular method has lasted, oh, let's just say a few weeks. This is summertime. This is summertime toilet paper. Turn this into poo. Delicious, delicious poo. Delicious, delightful poo. Not delicious, but delightful poo. What can I say? It's like a scene on Moscow on the Hudson. Moscow on the Hudson, where Robert Williams plays a Russian immigrant, a Russian refugee. See, it's starting to get loose again, so we have to roll it more tighter. So this time, roll it more tight, more tight, more tight. See, it's starting to get loose. It's starting to get loose like old boobies, saggy. Let's call it saggy. So pretty much this lasts us. This will make the toilet paper supply in this house, in this bathroom in particular, last a bit longer. Extend its life. Its life of the supply I have now, which is quite numerous. You know, toilet paper is not too expensive, so it's one of the greatest inventions of life. Toilet paper. So we're just rolling it, see? It keeps on going. Still quite a significant amount down there. That's it. About the last super roll I made. It lasted maybe about a month so far. So this will probably be September's roll here that we're making. So if you work as a janitor, if you work as work custodial jobs, this is one of the benefits of working at kind of such a job. So I'm going to assume that when I work at the Calgary Stampedix here, I just remember the gang called the spare toilet paper. And then you have the toilet paper for half the year. Because they just gotta throw this stuff away, so waste not, want not. You're using it, you're putting the environment to good use, The thing is, factories is they always produce things. Whenever they're ordered, whenever something's ordered, and they always have lots of orders. But you can slow the machine down. You can slow the order machine down by, not having to go to your store so often and buy sheets of, buy lots of these. Because the store itself wants to make money, right? So they don't keep on buying. They buy whenever supplies get low. So all the food, all the resources, all the stuff that a store sells, like soap or socks or whatever, comes in a big bulk. So big bulk packages and distribution centers. So the distribution centers always ask for these products, of course. But you can slowly, like I say, you can slow the machine down a bit. The demand for resources if you manage to salvage. And here we are managing to salvage a lot. So perhaps by Christmas time we'll be able to use this all up. We still have a huge roll of TP. See? Now this roll's still going. See, look at that. One whole roll of TP that you managed to save. Managed to save trees, managed to save paper, bleach too, especially. Yep, it's getting tight. We need to make it more tighter here. Let's tighten that formation up a bit. We are such a wasteful society, you know. And here's a chance. Here's some hacks that you can use yourself to save some money. You know, think of it this way: you buy rolls of toilet paper, bags of toilet paper that are worth maybe say $10 each. Maybe buy every few months when you go shopping for food. You buy new toilet paper and then you stock up on that. Then you know, it doesn't go to use. It goes to waste because you could have done something like this and. Look at that. Still got lots of toilet paper down there. That's a good wipe right there too. I managed to save a good wipe. And keep on rolling and 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 rolling. Grab our glue again. Just so we should have a. Maybe I'll make a. So try to. So last time we had some glue leaking on the sides. Remember? We had some glue leaking on the sides. So here we're going to try and be more careful and see about. Maybe attaching this guy to it now. This mummy looking fucker. Try to. Oh. Because now it's going to stick to the side here, and it's going to stick to this thing here. And now. Oh, it broke off. Okay, so. I went the wrong way, that's why. Okay, so. Here we're going to stick this fucker right there. Okay. Can go up now. See, now it's going to stick. Now we're going to lose it, and then we're going to lose a nice good piece there. This maybe there. Not if we try to cover. Not if we try to cover up the glue here. Try to cover so that this, see, nothing sticks through. So that glue sticks to the other page here. Okay. I know. So you try to squeeze it. Try to squeeze the Charmin. Don't squeeze the Charmin! Don't squeeze the Charmin! I want to make it as compact as possible so we can There we go. Hey, stop squeezing the Charmin! Try to squeeze and squish it into a big, compact little. There we go. See, I think as long as we compress it, and this roll becomes even more smaller. We can continue to suck away, drain away, not suck away, but drain away from here. Okay, so we'll make it almost look like a professional roll. We'll make it look that almost. We'll squeeze the Charmin. Don't squeeze the Charmin! Maybe you could ask the cinema itself. You know that sometimes they have this at cinemas, and when you go into the cinema, to say, let's bring a bag, let's bring a backpack, or a garbage bag, or some kind of a bag, and say, you know, I'm going to come and empty out all your used paper that they didn't want, and let's go try that. Next time we want to watch a movie, we're going to see about emptying the, and the movie, almost at the end, towards the end of the movie, when we have to go home. Let's go into the. Let's go in and take the used toilet paper. I'm sure they're gonna. I'm not sure that because they want to get rid of it. And, you know, if they want to get rid of it, so if you use it, then you can do this and save yourself a night. You know, you pay yourself a nice $15 movie, and you get a nice. You make savings of $20 worth of a year's worth of toilet paper. Speaking of which, you're going to go pretty soon, as you heard. See, look at that. That looks almost professional. It looks very, very, very neat and tidy. Because, you know, if they try to throw it away, they have to do the extra work, and you're doing the work for them by removing the toilet paper from their offices with light of their sight. See, this guy's coming to an end, but we still got a lot of rolls still. It's coming to an end, but you still got a lot of rolls, a lot of wipes. And you never, in theory, if you guys can find a good place where you can find a lot of these extra rolls, like for example shopping malls, or you know, hockey games, sports places, cinemas, working at the cinema, working at the Calgary Stampede, or your own school, your own office, especially your office, then you could pretty much reuse it and do the environment a huge favor. Anyway, we're coming down to our last bit of a battery power here, so I have to charge up. And well, you guys get the idea, anyways, right? See, you guys are getting the idea, anyways, of what this activity is supposed to be. I'm going to see if I can roll another toilet roll here. Oh, look at this guy! This guy's turning into a jumbo roll. Make yourself a jumbo roll here. Look at that. Still going, still going. Amazing. This is excellent. Keep on going, keep on going. Yeah. Don't stop, don't ever stop. Ah, we got to squish the Charmin again. Squish the Charmin again. How you can save yourself a lot of money. Never having to buy toilet paper again when you know it's for free. Because all you need is a cheap ass glue stick, which has multiple charges to it, so the glue will last a long time. Like, I mean, this has been in the house since the 90s, so coming to a very noble end. Up my ass. Well, we're going to see if we can fit this into the, if this fits onto the main, onto the roll now. Something like a super jumbo jumbo roll here. So, again, make the tail come out. Pull the tail out, like a cat's tail almost. Meow! So I have a cat. I have a cat named Sambuca, so. Alright. Let's run the test here. See if this guy fits. This guy looks pretty big, so. Running test now. Okay, this works. But as you can see, there's less clearance here, like my last roll. So, see, maybe so therefore, that's as far as it can go. So, all right, so let's actually reuse this one here. Maybe. Yeah, I don't have much time left on this clock, on this. This will be my emergency roll. How's that? Yeah, okay, that'll work. So once again, we use up a little bit of glue here. Kind of want to spread the glue. Just basically enough to get a little tail on it. Onto it. But once again, you want to be careful not to waste. Let's use this guy up here. Basically you want to just want it to attach, want it to be strong enough to be able to attach to it. And once again, same rules apply. See, look, some glue already broke through, so I'm going to lose that piece a little bit. Make it nice and tight, as if it was a regular roll. This is going to last me 2 months then. So yeah, this might actually be a good environmental service. So, teaching you to be environmentally friendly, find out, scavenge whatever you can to keep the environment. It's also, it's not too much that you want to save yourself money, because like, I mean, toilet paper doesn't cost much money. But it's about reusing it. The tree gave its life for our bum. The tree gave its life for our bum. So, let's just respect the tree and thank it for its sacrifice to us. And there's still plenty more toilet paper in there, little mini rolls in there as well. So I'm good for a long time. Plus, I have professional rolls, like the real ones, anyways. Down in the laundry room, so let's see what kind of a driving in a car, like drinking in a lounge. I can't get this. I was hearing this wonderful song, M38 song Drive, or Midnight City. I plan to perhaps on one of my many business trips, one of my many future business trips up to Edmonton, before they invent the Hyperloop and before they invent the driverless car. It's going to be a while since driverless cars are before cars were totally automated. It's going to be a while, so. So I'm going to be driving one. Probably going to be one of the last generations of adult car drivers. I mean, kids are probably gonna wonder, why can't I get a driver's license? Well, you don't need one, Junior. You don't need one, kid. See? Make it nice and tight. Again, make it all squared and all flush to the sides. Neon bright lights driving in my car. So if you're like a college student, you know, you have a frat house full of teenagers, young college age teenagers, and you guys puke and poo a lot because this is what boys do. This is a good way of saving the frat house a lot of money and saving yourself lots of money when you're in college by yourself. You can also do this if you're a senior citizen, and you need to save money, and you have to spare time, you have a garage, so just put rolling it. Doesn't mean that you're a cheap ass. It means that you're smart and you're creative and you want to do things with your hands. You're a haptic communicator.